Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about a very crucial but a very simple and efficient method to segregate your audience, which is called as segmentation. This is a peculiar feature of Netcore Cloud customer engagement platform, wherein we before sending out a campaign or before targeting your audience, we can just think of who will be the right targets for this communication. Will this content be relevant to them or not? And this to in a long run, it saves you a lot of cost and also increases your campaign efficiency, your campaign engagement rate as well. So let's deep dive into this knowledge session, which is purely about the data segmentation feature. So I have here logged in into the Network Cloud customer engagement platform, and this segmentation tab is basically located into the audience menu over here, wherein you have overview, all contacts, list, and segments. So, guys, we are aware of lists, right? Basically, it's a collection of contacts which you upload onto the platform as per your knowledge, right? You know from which source you have got that data, or maybe for which purpose you're going to use that data, correct? So, it's like a logical collection of contacts. But let's say if you have done few communications on them, or maybe if those contacts have done certain activities on the communications that you have sent out, or maybe they might have done something similar on the website or mobile application. So is it not advisable to just go ahead and understand those kind of behavior, to understand the customer's needs, what are his current needs, and accordingly plan out the campaign for them? Correct. That's definitely a good way of doing any marketing campaign from any channel. So here, segmentation goes to the next step, and it pretty much gives you that kind of flexibility wherein you can arrange your database as per the requirements, as per the similar behaviors, what they have shown on the website or on the communications that you have sent them. So here we can just quickly create one segment. Okay, let's take a use case wherein I want to target a customer base which has been active on emailers at least in the last 60 days, right? And who basically have certain similarities in their demographics, maybe age wise, gender wise, or maybe location wise, right? And then we can move to other web based or app based similar behaviors as well. So, first of all, before I start creating the segment, I can just go through the tabs which are there. Not tabs exactly, these are fields which you have to fill up. First of all, give the name over here. Like you can give the name to save the segment. I can just type it over here. Okay, click on the tick mark, name gets saved. Now, the next step is to select the data pool, which means out of which database you're going to extract the segment. Now, many times you have a use case wherein you might want to extract the particular segment from the complete database that you have so far in your system, right? So in that case, you can go ahead and select your all identified contacts and even your all anonymous contacts, right? Or at times you might have a requirement that you only want to select the customer base from a selected audience list, which is, let's say, one particular list or maybe number of list, one, two, like that. So I can select multiple or maybe just single, right? Or I can, as I told you, we can just select the master database over here. Identified means for customers for whom we have the primary key information available. It could be email, it could be mobile, it could be maybe, let's say, customer ID number, whichever. As per that, we can define the identifications. So here I click on apply. Now comes the third step, wherein I have to build the logic blocks. So I can add up to maximum 3 logic blocks over here. Okay, so this is the first block which I'm adding. If required, I mean, it's not necessary that you have to create 3 blocks. No, you can just create one. In fact, in that also you can just maybe add 1 or 2 conditions itself. one block can have maximum 5 conditions. Okay, these are the conditions which we can use: engagement, attribute, behavior on the website or app, and technographic and reachability. So engagement basically deals with all the communications that you have sent to the customer. What has been their response on those communications? So if you have sent out an email, then was it open or clicked? Was it sent? Right? And it could be both, vice versa, did or did not do. So if I want to target a base which has opened my emailers in the last, let's say, 30 days, I can select this condition, right? Maybe did or did not, that's up to your business use case. So you can just select, let's say, in the past 30 days. If you want to make it across a particular campaign, you can use that also over your specific campaign and then mention the campaign name. And from that, it will identify the customers. Okay. Now let's say I want to use a second thing, which is attributes. So attribute basically are the data points which we upload during data upload process, which we upload against the primary information. So if email is the primary information, so against that, if I have customer name, location, gender, age group, right? So I can use those over here. Let's say, for example, in this case, I want to use, let's say gender, okay? And in gender, I can mention the customer base who are, let's say, male. Okay, and then I can have same way, I can also have age to be captured over here. Yeah, I have age over here. So let's say age is greater than 35. Okay. Now, let's also track the customer's behavior on the website or on the app. So once the integration between or the handshake between the website and the smart tech platform, sorry, the Netcore CE platform happens, and or maybe the mobile application that you have between the mobile application and the customer engagement platform. Once the integration happens, the events start flowing, right? Events like add to cart, checkout, app launch, first app launch done, right? So in case I want to target those customers who have launched the app or maybe done the first app launch done in the last 1 week. Okay, so I can select that event over here. Last 1 week, which means 7 days. So I can add this. Okay, similarly, I can do it for website behavior as well. Maybe let's say I take a case of page browse. Okay, and in this I can select people doing page browse for a particular URL. So I can put the filter. This is a filter sign, okay, which basically means the payload parameters can be selected from this option. So here I can mention, okay, if the URL contains contact us or home page. So then in that case, target the customers. So like this, I can put multiple conditions over here, right? As I said, I can have 5 conditions per block. And now if I want to add another block over here, then I can go ahead and choose add block functionality. So over here, this is connected with the and or rule. So if I want to match all the conditions of the block over here, right? Or all the conditions of the below one, the second block, then I can use or over here. In case I want to say, let's say, make it and, which means any of the condition from the first block and any of the condition from second block. So mandatory at least one condition from both the blocks. If that is the condition, then I can use the and joint over here. So or joint or and joint, whichever depends on the business use case. Similarly, I can add one more block over here. But first I'll have to fill up this, and then you can add one more block over here. And once you create it, you get the counts also, like how many people are there in this particular segment and the reachability. And then you can just simply go ahead and save the segment and use it for any campaign that you're doing across broadcast activity, or let's say journey orchestration, whichever. So I believe things are pretty clear on concept of segmentations, how it can work. And one more thing which I want to add over here, these segments can definitely be used not only for this customer engagement platform, but you can get it directly synced with your Facebook customer audience as well. In fact, for that, we have a direct link over here where you can add the audience on Facebook advert options. Right then, so I'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, have a nice time and goodbye.